Hey, hello, what's up, you guys? Yes, it's me again. I came back to my YouTube video. That means it's the next day, right? Okay, let me talk about something again in English, and then so that I could post it to my YouTube channel. Okay, so that's my challenge. So okay, well, anyway, yes, I'm gonna talk about something today again in English, alright? And then I'm gonna talk about how I built the confidence on my English speaking skill. Well, yes, I know, even now, I'm not, I don't have much confidence on my English speaking skill, but, I'm talking about when I was young, 35 years ago, so when I was 19 or 20, around that age, yes, I'm gonna talk about that, right? So, since when I was a little kid, I'm kind of like, introvert kind of kid. So I am not actually good at speaking in front of people or talking to someone, especially if it was a stranger, right? So yes, that was my personality. And then, every time like English classes, because I was, back then I was a student at the English conversation school. So, well, anyway, when I try to speak up, I'm just, a lot of times I just chicken out, I just couldn't say, speak up in front of, everybody, in the class, right? So because the reason, one of the reasons that I couldn't, just chicken out and then I couldn't say anything in it because I was, shy, I was an introvert. The other thing is that I didn't have any confidence on my English. That is why I couldn't speak up. So to overcome this problem, yes, I was doing something, and then yes, well, before get into this subject, let me talk about this, right? Because as I said, earlier, that I was born, with this personality, introvert kind of personality, and I was very shy, but in the course of my life, because I think that is because the main biggest reason is that because I learned English, that's why I could kind of overcome this my personality, and now I have maybe the base of me is just an introvert kind of guy, but also that I could become extrovert kind of guy also, because of the course of my life, in the course of my life, and then doing that thing that I've been doing, on the job, and also that I had so many experiences that that talking to other people, and also the using the English. That is why I changed a lot, because of the English, because I learned English. Okay, well, anyway, yes, that's a story. Well, anyway, so when I was young, let's back to my subject, right? Okay, when I was young, and because I'm so always skinned out, and because I didn't have any confidence in my English speaking skill, so that I thought that maybe if I could feel more confident on my English speaking skill, especially when I try to speak English, if I knew that I could speak very well, that would be a game changer, right? Because if I can feel the confidence on my English speaking skill, it's much easier. Even a shy kid like me, I could just speak up in front of people in the classes, that's what I thought. So I was thinking how I could get the confidence on my English speaking skill. So because before that I never actually study in English. I never try to real hard to memorize English words or stuff. But still, I have a very limited vocabulary. Right? But still, I know some basic English words. So what I thought was that maybe I thought that time what I thought was that maybe it is possible that I could express myself using only that very basic English words, because when you listen to the native speakers speaking in the daily conversation, they don't use any difficult words or anything. They are just using the very simple English words, and they are speaking and communicating, interacting with each other, right? So I thought that yes, maybe this is it. If I just try to make the most of my English language, which is very simple English words, maybe I could be able to speak English, express myself, in English, without without trying to learn the vocabulary, because as I said, I thought that native speakers speaking, using only the very basic English words in a daily conversation situation, so that if I can do that, maybe I thought that maybe the quickest way to be able to speak English, so that I could have a confidence. So yes, that was when I was right after I started real hard to try to learn English. Maybe after as I mentioned on the previous video, that I started to try to learn English when I was 19 years old. And then yes, at the very beginning, what I was doing is trying to construct the English sentences only using that simple English words, right? So what I was doing is, for example, like when you say that he's a gentleman, right? In gentleman, yes, if you say he's a gentleman, but you might be able to say this way, maybe that you could say, oh, he's very nice and kind, right? If you say that, it's almost like the same meaning, saying the same kind of stuff, as you're saying, he's a gentleman, right? So, or maybe that you could just say that he always holds the door for other people. It's something that gentlemen do, right? Also, that maybe you could say that. Let's see. Yeah, you could say that he's always calm, and he never raises his voice at anyone. This is something that something that the gentlemen do, right? So, at these examples, if you could describe or describe that same thing in using the different English words, only using that also at the same time, I was only using the very simple words, right? So I thought at that time, the key is to make the most of my very limited vocabulary, which is a very consists of very simple English words. But still, I and I just keep on trying, keep on practicing, trying to describe everything, when I look at something. Oh, this is a very nice, like a stuffed animal, and then this is Mickey Mouse or something. Every time I see something, I try to describe it, explain it in English, and using only the English words, and also that I try to come up with many sentences, meaning the same kind of stuff. I was trying to do this, every day, and then little by little, I became able to. It was much easier to express myself, using only the English words. So that's how So once I once become good at it in making those kind of sentences, it made me much easier to express myself when in front of people or talking with other people in English, and that was much easier. And then that's how I built my confidence in English speaking skill. From then on, everything was much easier for me, because because I'm getting used to I had many different ways to express myself. So for example, when I talking to like an English teacher, and if say something that if he or she used that word that I don't know, I always instantly asking what that mean, what that words mean, so it was really easier for me to speak English, because I knew that using the very simple English words I could express many ways. So that was how I built my confidence, right? So yes, yes, if we are struggling to speak in English, maybe that you might not understand that real basic English. So, try to practice using the simple English words. I think that is the quickest way to be able to speak English. So from there on you can step up, or you can build more vocabulary, and make so that you could express yourself in a different way. If you have more vocabulary, there will be more and more way to express yourself in using that your vocabulary. Yes, that's how I built my confidence when I was young. And then yes, as I said earlier, I'm not confident, on speaking English. Now, but yes, that's well. Actually, I was talking about when I was very young, very fast stage of my English learning journey, right? So, if you are struggling, especially you're a beginner and struggling to speak up or something, just try to practice, try to learn that basic English, that means that you can feel, or you can use that those English words instead of just you knew it. You need to understand it, and you need to be able to use it. Yes, if you practice many times, that that will be great. That it's gonna work for you, and it's gonna give you big confidence on your speaking skills. Okay, yes, thank you very much for watching my YouTube video again. Why I said this, but well, anyway, thank you very much for watching my YouTube video again, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.